friends, I'm Lacquer and welcome back to All About Nails, where we talk about vegan and cruelty-free nail polish. Today is the day. It's one of my 4 favorite days of the year. It is our winter collab. We've done these for a while now, so you know the deal. There will be a list in my description box where you can click and go see all the people who are participating. I love sitting down and watching all these videos. I discover new channels every time I'm researching new channels to invite. I learn about new people, or somebody else says, hey, let's invite this person, and I learn about a new channel, and I love it. I think there could not possibly be enough nail polish YouTube channels in the world. So let's dive in. I'm going to share my favorites. I'm moving away from my like rainbow order. I usually go like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, but I just didn't have them for most of those categories because it's winter and I'm not wearing that many oranges. So I'm excited to show you what I picked. My first category are black and white with a little something else in them. So I really like these kind of like staple neutrals for the winter, like gray and black and white, and I wanted ones that had a little bit of something extra special in them. So for example, one of the blacks that I picked is Zoya's Storm. This is one of their scattered hollows. If you don't have this one, you need all the scattered hollows. They're so good. They're beautiful. Storm is perfect for the winter because it's dark, but it has a little bit of rainbow in it. So I love this one. And I realized I don't think I talk about the scattered hollows enough on my channel, and they're amazing. I wish that Zoya would release 500 more of them. Okay, so Storm is really, really good. It's a perfect like black plus. And then I was also really, really into Hbic from Lacquer. It came out in their launch collection, which was kind of a fall collection, kind of not a fall collection, but I really, really enjoyed this one. It just has a little bit of like sheen on the nails, and it's definitely been on my winter rack for a little while. I want to get this one on for sure. Okay, and then I have 3 that are kind of like white plus something else. One of them I don't think you can get anymore, but the other 2 you might be able to. And I think you'll just get some inspiration from this group because there are a lot of other polishes out there that kind of fit into this category. So the first one is Chai from Polish. I wore this one recently actually and loved it. It's super neutral. It's like a white with a gold dust. If you have their gold dust topper or another kind of gold dust topper from another brand, you could probably recreate this on your own. It wouldn't look identical, but like a white crelly with some gold in it would be really, really pretty. Another white crelly with some gold in it that I think you might still be able to pick up on their website. I honestly am not sure. This one's a little bit more recent. This is from Glam Polish, and this one is called Liquid Luck. This one came out in their Black Friday releases, and so it might still be available on their website, but it's, again, like a white crelly. This one has a little bit more kind of shiny gold in it, so it's kind of sparkly, a little bit more sparkly, and I really like this one as well. Okay, and then some that you can definitely still get are the Cirque Color Speckled polishes. They have a couple that are in a little bit of like a white-ish base. One of them is Acid Wash, which I absolutely love. I think I might have included that in my winter favorites video last year. This year I'm going to include Stoneware. This one I picked up in my Black Friday haul from Cirque Colors, and it has, I want to say it's maybe like a pink base, like super, super light pink, like white with a little drop of pink in it. And then it has these like kind of coppery and pink speckles in here. It's not the official description, so don't quote me on that, but that's how I would describe it. I also wore this one recently and I just loved it. These are perfect for January. They have a little bit of like sparkle in them, a little bit of fun in them, but they're still neutral and really, really just like quiet, a little bit more quiet after the holidays. These were kind of the perfect polishes to wear as January was ramping up. All right, and then I told you I'm into grays as well, but I wanted to pick some grays that are a little bit exciting. So for example, the one that I'm wearing on my nails right now is Petra. I love this polish. I put it on and immediately like wrote down in my little notebook that this one is going to be added to my favorite Zoya's video whenever I refilm that video because I'm obsessed. It's gorgeous. It's like gray and purple and brown and all of these colors at once, and it is just such a fabulous polish and so perfect for January, so perfect for February. This is a great winter neutral, and it's like a neutral, but it's interesting. It's got like some depth to it. It's not a typical standard gray. I think this one is absolutely stunning, and that's Zoya's Petra. Another really, really great gray from Zoya. This one is Caitlin. It's a little bit cooler toned than Petra. It's like this purpley blue gray. A lot of you really like this one. It's very popular. I don't think its formula is as good as Petra. It's a little bit more like jelly-ish, but it's really beautiful when you get that full opacity on your nails, and it's stunning. It's perfect. It's a little bit colder, so if you're, a warm tone person, this one's probably not going to be for you, but I think it's really, really pretty, and it's kind of surprising. Like every time I wear it, I get a little like, oh yeah, oh wow, that's so interesting. There's a lot of depth here. It's not just gray, it's not just purple, it's a really absolutely stunning hybrid. Okay, and then I do like some really nice deep grays for the winter, so I picked Orly's Into the Deep. This one is super dark gray, really, really nice. This was in their winter collection or their fall collection. Those two I keep getting confused in my head. I cannot remember which one was which, but this one's really, really nice. I got this in my color pass box and I was really excited about it. The formula is beautiful. It has this like volume on your nails. It's lovely, and I love really dark grays like this. Zoya has some that are similar to this, but I do think this one is pretty unique in my collection. I did compare this one recently to Kale Polish Virgo, so if you like Virgo or if you are interested in Virgo, I'll link that video up above if you want to check out how it compares to some other dark grays. Alright, and then I really liked Tieran from the Twinkling collection. So this one is recent from Zoya. This one was sent to me in PR, and I really enjoyed this one. I can't wait to get it on my nails. I don't know if I'm going to because I have so many other grays that I want to wear, and I've already swatched this one, but I would put it at the top of your list. If you have this one and you haven't worn it yet this winter, it's so nice. It has a bit of warmth to it. It's not a super cold gray. I feel like this is crazy, right? Like, how can a gray have warmth? Well, it does. I promise. It's not quite a charcoal. It's really unique, and I really, really like this one. So that's Tieran. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's really good. All right, and then obviously you have to have some greens in the wintertime. I've already worn Merida. This was my Christmas manicure, but if you haven't worn Merida yet, it's so perfect for the wintertime. It's like this evergreen, holographic. It's gorgeous, and I like wearing the Zoya Scattered Hollows in the winter because I don't feel like they let me down. Like, when I'm wearing them, they look beautiful no matter what light I'm in. So even though there's not a ton of sunlight in the winter, I think these are still really, really nice. And then when you get, just like a hint of that light, it's so pretty, and you get all the rainbows, and you know what a holographic nail polish looks like. I don't have to tell you. But the Scattered Hollows from Zoya, I think, are beautiful any time of year, even when you're not getting a ton of sunlight on your nails. Alright, and then of course I love a super dark green, like a almost black green. This one is Evvie from Zoya. It's beautiful. This one has a little bit of like a yellow undertone. I also have some others that are a little bit more blue undertoned. I like both of them, but Evvie is one of my favorites. I think it gets opaque in 2 coats. It's really, really nice. And because it has that yellow undertone, I feel like when you do get this in the right light, you can really see the green. It just like accentuates the fact that it's green, and so it never quite looks totally black, which I like about this. Like the yellow undertone gives it a little bit of like push towards green, just enough that you never quite get confused about what color this is. All right, and I'm gonna say that this one is a green and not a gray, but this is Evvie. I love this nail polish so much. So much. This one is a very, very, very grayed out green, and it's really deep and kind of murky and perfect for the winter in my opinion. I feel like you could wear this also in the fall, but I really like this one in the winter because it's like a neutral with a little bit of excitement, a little bit of, green in it. And if you haven't worn this one, I know in the bottle it looks kind of weird, and I'm sure it's not on the top of a lot of people's lists when they're like shopping the Zoya site. It's not sparkly, it's not flashy, but it is such a good polish. It's such a great formula. The like depth of this color is just gorgeous. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I like all the Zoyas that are this kind of like, like Petra, like gray plus another color, but this one, it's at the top of my list. It's really good. This is Evvie. Alright, and then actually the first polish that I wore in January was Lacquer Emerald. This is another great winter green. I will be posting soon a comparison video for this collection, and so you'll get to see this one next to Zoya's Danica. It's very, very similar, but this one is a little bit more green, and it's kind of obvious, I think, like when you get it out in the world, it's obvious that this one is definitely a green polish. I don't think it's teal. When I was wearing it, I knew it was green, so I really like this one. I think it very much fits its name. It's very emerald. I like this one. It's the kind of green that I like to wear in the winter. Alright, and then obviously another color category that I could not cut was blue. Blue and green are colors that will make it in every single seasonal favorites video that I film for the rest of my life, because I wear blue and green in every season. They're the perfect nail polish colors. They're perfect. The first one that I have, I think, is one that you cannot get anymore, but there are lots of other colors like it in the world, so I will, if you can get this one, I will link it down below in my description box. If you can't, there are other polishes like this one in the world. Indie brands come out with this kind of finish, so keep your eyes open. This one is Silent Night from MLF Lacquer, and it is a holographic, like flake, kind of. These are not quite like speckles. They're bigger pieces. And then it's in this super dark base with a super dark blue base with a little bit of shift, like a little bit of a aurora shift. So you get a lot in this base, which is really, really nice. It is what I want Zoya's Indigo to be. Indigo to me is just not quite as holographic as I want it to be because the base is super dense. It's really, really dark and navy blue. So if you want something a little more holographic, this is a good one to go with. If not, Indigo, and I'll put an Indigo swatch in here just so you can see what I'm talking about. But if not, Indigo is a really nice pick. It's just not quite as holographic as I want to. I know several people told me that when they wear Indigo, they actually add a scattered hollow topper on top, which go for it. I feel like that would really bring out what's already there. So that could be a great way to kind of get a similar effect to this polish if you don't already have it and if it is sold out. All right, and then of course I love a classic, just like straight up navy blue cream. The one that I picked this year is Ryan. I know Elliot just came out and so it's very hot and people want to talk about it, but Ryan to me is like the truest navy blue. Elliot's a little bit more peacocky and Ryan is just navy blue. It's navy blue. Like when I picture navy blue, Ryan is what it is. It's not too black, it's not too blue, it's not too green. It is just navy blue. So I really like Ryan. This one is definitely on my winter rack and will get worn soon. All right, and then this is one that I actually don't think I'm gonna get on my nails this winter, but I wish I did. It was on my rack and I just didn't get to it, and I'm not sure it's going to get on in the next few weeks because I already have plans for the next few weeks, but this one is Zoya's Jen, and this one is not a navy blue metallic blue. It is like a royal blue metallic blue. Like it's almost a little purple in some lights. Like I can see a little purple right there. But this one's really nice, and I know it kind of took the world by storm when it came out in the Twinkling collection. People were really, really happy with it. It is, I mean, it's gorgeous. It is like totally entrancing on your nails and it just like shines from within. It's very similar to Kale Polish To the Stars. So if you liked that one, if you have that one, you could pull that one out instead. You get a very similar effect, just like absolutely entrancing, really, really beautiful. All right, and now I know in the winter we have some parties, we have some fun festive things that we want to do, so I picked two kind of fun festive colors. The first one is Crushed Ice from Cirque Colors. This one is a straight up silver holographic polish, but it is so blingy, so shiny. It's gorgeous. I know there are other silver holographics out there. You can get them from other places. It's not like Zoya's Alicia. It doesn't have the gold in it, which I like this one a little bit better. Alicia is not my favorite of the scattered hollows, but this one's really, really nice. I will someday soon, hopefully, have a review coming of the collection that this came out in, which was the Facets collection from 2019, came out in August. Haven't reviewed it yet. Doing a really good job. Doing a good job. But this one is gorgeous. It's so many rainbows in this bottle. I love it. And then another from Cirque Colors. This is Halcyon. This was my New Year's Eve manicure. A good rose gold in the winter is just beautiful, and this one was perfect. So if you need a little blinginess on your nails, Halcyon is really, really, really nice. All right, and then I do tend to wear some purples in the winter. I considered including like Odette in this video. I considered including some other purples in this video, but the ones that I settled on are really just these kind of like deep but slightly warm toned purples. So I picked Monica as my cream. Monica is a really nice polish. I will say this is probably a fall polish, but I like wearing purple in the winter. I feel like it's a little bit like, I don't know, it's about as bright and warm as I want to go. It's a nice color in the winter, especially some of those more like neutrally purples, and Monica is like just dusty enough that I feel like it lives on that line between being a bright purple and being a little bit more neutral. All right, and then Zoya has so many gorgeous purple metallics. This one specifically is Rihana. I could have picked one of like 15 purple metallics. Zoya has so many pretty ones, but this one I absolutely love. It's so gorgeous. It's beautiful. You get a little bit of this like gold pearl shimmer on the nail. You get this like super warm kind of winey base. It's really, really beautiful. All right, so I feel like if you were gonna try and make a drinking game to watching this video, you should count how many times I say the word beautiful, because I said it a lot. But despite that, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if we have any similar favorites. And of course, make sure you check out the videos from the rest of the folks participating in this collab. You can check them out in my description box. There is a link. Go watch them. It's so fun. I love seeing everyone's styles and tastes come out, and it's a blast. I learn about new polishes every single season. As always, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing so that we can sit down and hang out and chat about nail polish again sometime. Awesome. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.